Hey, what's up guys? It's C Stoney back at it again with another video. I know it's been a long time since I've done a video like this, but today we're gonna be trying Crude Boys Animal Mints, and I'm also probably gonna tell a story that about how I first ever tried edibles for the first time. So without further ado, give me one moment and so before I get this review started, I would like to say that I am recording this in a parking lot of Aldi's, so if I am looking around, that's why. I got the card in here. The distillate looks really fucking fire. It's nice and golden yellow. I'm not gonna lie, I did hit this once, and it is very minty. It kind of tastes like a Girl Scout cookie Thin Mint. So I'm gonna take a blinker on cam real quick, and then I'm gonna get my full review. So. Okay, so as I said before, the first thing that you taste off of this specific batch of the animal mints from Crude Boys is straight mint, like you're tasting or trying to take a bite into like a Trident mint gum. And as you exhale, you get nice chocolatey notes and a little bit of a like hazelnut taste, which is really nice because of the fact that, like, I personally love like that very gassy and very minty type menthol and stuff like that type of flavors. When it comes to anything, it doesn't matter if it's a vape, a cigarette, or what. I don't really smoke cigarettes all that much anymore, but overall, this is really good. I am glad that I did take this at a lower temp. Normally I take these at like the highest temp that I can on my battery, and it just fucking kills me. But yeah, this was fucking awesome. Without further ado, after that though, let's get into the video, or the story per se. So the first time I ever had an edible was back in 2017. So I was in like freshman year of high school, and I was going to go to my homecoming dance for freshman year, and I was living with some people that weren't really the best, but they got me into smoking weed and shit, and they had some edibles, some brownies that were homemade, and they were like, hey, before you go to the dance, take this. And I didn't know it was an edible. I just ate the entire thing and just swallowed it with some milk, and they were laughing at me. I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with it? They were like, oh, it's an edible. I'm like, okay, whatever. I went to the school, and probably about 30 minutes in, I'm sitting there because I got there early. I was there probably about a half hour to an hour early, and what I did was I sat there and I waited and was just talking to a couple of other kids that were there that were waiting, and they were clearly fucking high too, and everything seemed fine. I'm like, oh no, these edibles aren't really doing much. And another fucking 30 minutes goes by, 45 minutes. I'm in the dance, standing around, like dancing, hanging out. And then I look off into the distance for a second, and then I realize, oh shit, these edibles are fucking kicking. And I wish I had the videos, but some kids from my school, they recorded me trying to dance while I was super fucking high, and I looked like a fucking zombie. So yeah, and there was a couple times where I got very fucking freaked out that a teacher or somebody was gonna find out that I was smoking and shit and eating weed, and all that, but they weren't really paying too much attention. So it wasn't really that big of a deal. Anyway, that's a short story. Shit. I'll tell another one. And this one is about the first time I ever actually hit a gravity rig, or gravity bomb, whatever you want to call it. I was living in a kind of poverty-stricken town in the state that I live in back in 2020, and I was hanging out with my uncle and a couple of people that I met around there where I was living, and we went over to my buddy's house, and we already smoked a lot and was already always hanging out, coming over there and shit like that. He was like, "Hey, you want to try out this gravity bong?" I'm like, "What the fuck is that?" And he showed me. He had this the gravity bong he made, which is how I make them now. Is he took a I want to say it's a 2-gallon or something. It's the fruit punch, Hawaiian Punch's bottoms, and he cut it in half. And then he took a gallon water jug and he cut the bottom of that off. And he put the fucking bowl in the top of the lid. Anyway, I'm like, "You show me how to use it and I'll try it." He's like, "Okay." And he packs himself a tiny bowl and he lights it and he clears the entire bowl into the rig, and he clears that. I'm like, "Okay." And he hands me the bowl. I pack a full bowl, not really thinking about it. And I put it in there, I get it all ready. I do my pre-warm up, as some of you may see in my videos or my streams, where I go and then I fucking ripped it, cleared it, and then I fucking hit it. I cleared it. I coughed as hard as I could. I ever have. I recall it. I got really lightheaded, just off the cough. It wasn't me from getting high. And I mellowed out and I kept smoking some more. And it was one of those highs because of the way that we did it, where it creeped. And after about 15-20 minutes of smoking, I was fucking absolutely baked, guys. There was no fucking way I would have been able to function like I do nowadays. Because this was still my baby stoner era, bro. I've smoked here and there, but I wasn't smoking every single day like I am now, you know. And most of the time when I would smoke, it was with friends, and they wouldn't smoke all that much unless I one-upped them, and I would always one-up them. So, oh, warm pop, yum. Anyway, here's another blinker. And then I'm going to do another couple slow-mo videos, and I'm going to edit this. So, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I hope you guys have a wonderful night, evening, morning, whatever time it is. I hope you just blossom. Have a good week. If I don't make another video soon, I hope that your day is just bright. Anyway, goodbye.